Today is all about BitHarvest and Bitcoin. Yes, only these two things, and how actually BitHarvest made bit mining or Bitcoin even more simpler, right? Now, before I touch about BitHarvest, let us have more information about Bitcoin. Yes, right? The king of all cryptos, the most valuable coins of them all. Yes, it's all Bitcoin, right? And we know because this fourth halving has been over since this year, isn't it? Since April, I believe. And right now, we are looking at the possible bull market run for Bitcoin, right? And especially the events that has been taking place, right? You guys will know, right? The United States election has been great news for the Bitcoin lovers, isn't it? Now, if we have missed out on those three halvings, right? What about this fourth halving? Okay, especially this year, where many people actually anticipated this is going to be a bull market run for Bitcoin. Well, let's have a look at the three halvings before this. Okay, let's have a more understanding of Bitcoin, because yes, today you're going to have Bitcoin, right? You're going to own Bitcoin with BitHarvest. Now, these are the rainbow chart that I would like to share with you. Over here, these are the three lines of the halving. First, over here, second, and the third halving. As you can see, the rainbow chart is on a up curve, right? It's going up all the way. However, it's also important to note that the price of Bitcoin, it will not stay up all the time, right? It will also go down. See, during the year of 2002, 2012, it went up, and of course, it went down again when it touches the first halving line. Okay, this is where 212, that was the first halving, and Bitcoin price went up and it went down again. Same pattern on the second halving, it went up and it came down, right? And of course, on the third halving, it rallied up again, and the momentum has not been stopping, right? It has not dropped too much. But however, it's important to note at the price of Bitcoin, right? From 212 itself is only like $11 over here, but however went up to 1,163. At that time, of course, many people thought, wow, this is a great achievement, right? 1,163, never imagined that from $11, but little do we know, on the second halving, after that, 2016, it went from 430 to 20,000. Okay, and people thought at the time, yeah, this is the maximum really you can go up to. You won't go up any further. But how wrong we are, because on the third halving, we saw that the price from 3,150 went up to all-time high 68,790, right? And of course, we know that Bitcoin has already hit all-time high today, like 75,000 over. Okay, but it's so important to know from the history of Bitcoin, right? Because we know the price will go up, but again, if the price will go down, what you should do? Because if the price go down, you should not panic at all, because you can see from the chart here, the price of Bitcoin will eventually go up again, right? So another information I'd like to share with you, big companies like MicroStrategy, even BlackRock themselves, when the Bitcoin price goes down, they continue to buy Bitcoin and keep, right, for their company. Why? Because they know the potential of Bitcoin price has not reached its full potential yet. It will continue to rise up, isn't it? Why? Because they've been following and they've been investing in Bitcoin for a very, very long time. Especially now, we have these three events that's taking place around the world. RWA, right? RWA, real world asset, which we know that RWA was years back, right, when this guy sold off 10,000 of his Bitcoin just to get two big pizzas, right? But however, that is RWA in a very small time, right? However, now we see the Bitcoin in the real world asset is going bigger and bigger into the picture, right? Even in Canada, we have a petrol station that welcomes Bitcoin as a form of another currency. We can just pay your petrol with Bitcoin. That's fantastic, right? Now, what about BTC ETF? With the approval of the BTC ETF, it plays a major role, okay, for Bitcoin. The ETF is fantastic. It's exchange traded fund, right? It's certified that you can actually, the mainstream people, right, the public, the mainstream, actually you can go to any company that has this certificate and you can actually buy Bitcoin and trade, right, without even touching into this blockchain, or you can go to any of this exchange as well. So this is a fantastic news for all the Bitcoin lovers. And what about Web3? Yes, the emerging of Web3, right? So many believe that this Web3 will eventually even will drive up. If not drive up, it will play a major role in driving up the value of Bitcoin. So yes, these three events will definitely increase Bitcoin value. All right. And now, of course, we like to add another one to it, which is the US election, which congratulations to President Donald Trump. he highly and strongly advocates for Bitcoin, right? So with all these messages going across the globe, I'm sure Bitcoin price will continue to rise up. And how much, in terms of money that is going to Bitcoin alone, we're looking at easily above 2 billion per day, right? 2 billion per day, just go into Bitcoin. Whether you buy, trade, or sell, or you invest or you hold, is still 2 billion USD per day. That is fantastic. This is the only coin that achieves such result, isn't it? Now, in everyone's mind now is that how much will Bitcoin continue to rise, right? Many people that I spoke to, they say like, oh, it's going to reach like 100,000, all right, or even more. But why do they say so? Because of this rainbow chart, or because of the guess? They're just guessing because it continues to go up and there's a potential to go up. But more importantly is that we have to have some facts as well, right? We have to look at what the professional says, right? Why they project that Bitcoin price will continue to go up. Yes, of course, the events that's happening around the world. Now let's see what the experts they say. Now, Standard Chartered Bank projected 150,000 by this year, right? And next year, 250,000. You can see it's published by them. And Robert Kiyosaki, the famous author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, even predicted that next year you will reach 500,000. Wow, 500,000, that is a lot. Okay, and even published by them or by himself. And Cathy Wood, the CEO and founder of Art Investment, right? Art Investment is one of the company that has the BTC ETF approval set. So she even predicted in 6 years' time, it will reach 1.5 million and published by her. Okay. Now, all this projection, I would say the expertise here, the professionals here, they have been following Bitcoin for a very long time. And not only following, also they've been investing and buying and keeping Bitcoin, right? So I would say that it carries some weights to believe that the projection might come true. Okay. But however, I would just say that let us come closer to six figures for now, all right? Because we are November now and December, and that's it. End of 2024, and we're looking at 2025. Now, if we can accomplish, if Bitcoin, right, not we, actually Bitcoin, if Bitcoin accomplish six figures, I am sure many of us will be over the moon. We'll be so happy, isn't it? So we are close to another less than 2 months, right, to be counting down for a new year, and we hope that six figures will be achieved by end of this year. All right, so let's hope for it. Now, meaning to say is that if you have Bitcoin today, if the Bitcoin price drop a bit, sure, you should keep, you should keep, or even like if Bitcoin price go up to 80, 90, 100,000, well, I would say that why don't we just keep some, don't sell everything, and we hope that Robert Kiyosaki, Katie Wood, their projection will be accurate, and of course, we will be able to generate more profit, isn't it? Now, what are the ways we can actually own Bitcoin, right? I know many of us know that you can buy, you can go to an exchange, or you can buy the BTC ETF, right? You can go through that channel as well. And most people know that most convenient way is to go to exchange, isn't it? You can buy and you can sell in some form like a trading and spot trading before, or even future trading, isn't it? But however, we know that it's easy to be said than done, because trading is not for everyone, because there's a lot of decisions you have to make. A lot of emotion comes into your mind as well. When price goes up, then you decide, should I sell now or should I wait for it to go up? And when the price go down, and then you feel the pressure like, oh my God, I'm losing now. Should I cut loss now, or should I continue to put more money to hold? So there's a lot of mixed emotion, a lot of decision you have to make. All right. So it's not for everyone, and it's not easy as well, because we know, like, even if we hold Bitcoin, right, we eventually we have to let go. At some point we have to let go. And again, when we let go or we sell, we have to consider when we're going to go back in again. All right. So even though if we hold Bitcoin for long term, we also have to decide when we're going to cash out, when we need urgent money. Right. Now, what about mining of Bitcoin? Okay. Own a mining machine and you can mine as much as you want without any emotion. Okay. But however, it's easy to be said than done, because we know a mining machine these days, they are expensive. The maintenance are high. They consume high energy as well, right? So your electrical bill will be very high, and you have to install a cooling system, and you have two source of electricity bill you have to fork out, isn't it? So it's not easy, and of course you are competing with other mining farm, right? There'll be hundreds and thousands mining machine worldwide, and you're competing with all of them. Now, what about quantum computing? What about using technology to own Bitcoin? Excuse me. Yes, or why not? Okay, because as we know, like right now in our generation, in this modern society, everything is about technology, isn't it? Like Elon Musk, for example, the richest man in the world, his company is all driven with technology, isn't it? All it's been innovated with technology. Even the number two richest man in the world, Bill Gates, right? Microsoft is also technology. So why not using quantum computing, okay, to mine out Bitcoin? Now, this is where BitHarvest come into the picture, right? The BitHarvest understand this very well. We've seen the trend, right? The more like our current society, the trend is all about technology. All of us are using technology. Even like cars right now, right? It's being driven without drivers back in Korea, and still more and more modern cars is available into the market, isn't it? Even our watch these days, right? It's like our personal health assistant is reading our heart rate and is telling us whether we have deep sleep, how many hours deep sleep we had, and so on, right? So this is a fantastic time for this generation to own such technology. Okay, now back to be harvest. Yes, we understand that using technology is the way to go. Okay, not only that, it enhance lifestyle, but it's one of the way that you can actually break away from those traditional way of doing, especially come to mining, because we know a traditional mining of Bitcoin, right, with all this mining machine, with the hash rate, hash power, electricity consumption, and release great deal of energy, right? It will be very harmful for our Mother Earth, isn't it? So we have to break away from this traditional mining. Okay, now we have to find a way to break through, right? We know all these mining machine, they have their own hash rate. So it's like taking a hash rate, and why not create a technology that enable us to get Bitcoin, right? With the same algorithm, SHA-256D, that is where you're going to use this algorithm to get Bitcoin. Now, let me share with you what we have done, right? What BitHarvest actually manufacture. We call this a Bit Booster, right? Yes, Bitcoin, right? Booster means boosting up the whole process, right? Manufactured by BitHarvest, and the model is a AI70 Pro. All right, the device is called a Bit Booster, and core technology is BitHash. Now, what does it do? It actually empowers all these other mining machine, right? We can see there are the models here: and miner, was miner, Dragonmine, and Avalon, just to name a few. Okay, with its matching hash power of 70 TH per second, and it will give us an acceleration efficiency from 100 to 300%. All right, so daily profitability, yes, it's daily, it's not weekly, it's not monthly, it's not yearly, all right? And it will give you 0.00005110 BTC. Now, this is the lowest possibility you can get, right? And of course, there's a possibility of the highest, which is 0.001533 Bitcoin, or somewhere right in the middle as well, okay? So it has to be average, right? Because it's not fixed. If I tell you today, you're getting every day 0.001533 BTC. Wow, this is fantastic, right? You'll be, of course, very happy, but at the same time, you should be concerned too, because we are talking about a live AI here, right? It's moving. Now, how can it be when it's live, but I'm giving a fixed return? So it's impossible, right? So the live mining with the hash difficulty hash mining, all right? So we're talking about, there's a possibility of the profit is going to be different every single day, because I have people asking me, why is my profit today is more? Why my profit today is less than yesterday, and so on? Because you have to understand, this is a live device, all right? It's doing all the process. Okay, we call this a hash mining difficulties. So when we have a deeper knowledge on this technical part, we will understand fully why is it the profit every day is different. All right, now let me give you an example, the comparison. Okay, how do we compare ourselves with other traditional mining farm? Okay, now here a traditional mining farm, and of course, in order to be successful, to be profitable, you have to have large investment to begin with, and there's no guarantee that within the year itself you can see return, or you can even recoup back your capital, because you really are competing with other global mining farm. All right, now with the Bit Booster, as I show you on the previous slide, it's all yours to own, right? I have shown you the daily profitability, and you're not competing with anyone else, right? If right now we already have thousands and thousands of Bit Boosters owners, and everyone has their own profit, you're not competing with any one of us over here. Okay, so you can see with the boosters, it's yours alone, and you can see your profit is being given out daily. All right, so there's no competition at all. It's for you to own up. some people ask, how can this work? Let us even draw a even more direct competition, right? Why not just bring a mining machine into the picture, right? Here is a traditional mining machine, Bitmain N Miner S21 XP, right? Well, it's a powerful mining machine with 270 TH per second. Now, that is very powerful, right? Well, the price is 7,426 this year's price. And let's say Bitcoin price is at 68,000, okay? 68,000, you're looking at a income of daily gross 14.27, and you minus the electricity cost, the maintenance, you're looking at return of 3.77. So that is your net daily profit. All right. So yes, it's daily. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at the Bit Boosters. The Bit Booster, we are still selling at 1,000 since the beginning of March until now. It's still 1,000 with the same algorithm as SHA-256. We looking at a gross income of 7.8 every single day. All right, so minus some of the marketing and some of the technical management fees, you look at the return of 4.68 as your net profit. All right, so when we do this direct competition, we can see the Bit Booster gives you a better margin, right? With 1,000 and you're getting 4.68 compared to the Bitmain A minus 7,000 plus, you're only getting 3.77. So I will always just ask people, why you want to spend 7,000 on one machine, give you 3.77 when you can actually buy 7 boosters and you let's round it up. You can multiply 4 times 7, right? You look at 28 dollar in return per day. So that's like 7 times compared to the Bitmain and miner. All right. And not only that, the Bit Booster comes with a 5 years warranty. Okay. So this is a fantastic, I would say, technology. Okay. It will out profit, give you better profit compared to a traditional mining machine. Now, let me share with you how this Bit Booster actually works. Okay. It has 2 core technology. All right. The first one is this hash aggregation and filtering over here. And the second one will be the hash strategy optimization. So what does that mean? All right. Now, over here on the left, these are the historical hash. We just give you 4 blocks over here, 4 Bitcoin blocks. As we know, in every Bitcoin block, there are hundreds and thousands of data, transaction data. All right. And in those data, there are Bitcoins. All right. They are the search for you to actually mine out Bitcoin. Now, how to mine out Bitcoin? Right. The traditional mining machine, they have to use the hash power, right, with the SHA-256 algorithm to do all the verification. Right. They have to filter out all this transaction data and to some even call it complete the whole protocol, or some even call it complete the whole equation. It's okay. It's the same thing, right? Now, what is the traditional mining machine have to do is they have to go from one block after the other, all right? Complete the whole equation. When they have done that, and they will be able to mine out Bitcoin with their mining machine in those mining farm, right? Now, with the integration of the Bitbooster, all right, with this first core technology, hash aggregation and filtering, all right, the process you can actually look like it doesn't have to follow the sequence, right? You can jump from up and from top to down or bottom to top as well, right? You can just goes up and down. It does not have to follow the sequence because of this additional hash rate that is provided by the boosters. And when this is done, and the next part is that to collect all the hash data into the chain, right? And this will send out back to those mining farm. From there, the mining machine will mine out Bitcoin. Okay. Now, I know all this sounds very technical to many of us, isn't it? Now, let me give you another example. All right, what does that all means? All right. Now, over here, let me put it. This is a traditional mining machine, number 1. And there is a traditional mining machine, number 2. All right. So both have to go through all these Bitcoin block to complete the whole equation. Now, let's say the equation is a perfect 10 score. From there, you get Bitcoin, all right, which goes into the mining pool, right? MP. Okay, so this is a normal process. Now, a traditional mining machine, what they normally do from one block after the other, which means 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 4 steps and they will reach the perfect 10, all right? The whole equation be completed and they will be able to mine out Bitcoin. Now, what about the traditional mining machine number 2? With the integration of the boosters, all right? Let me draw the line over here, all right? Integration of the boosters with the additional hash rate, it goes from 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. So 4 steps and it will reach the perfect 10 score, right? Completing the whole equation. And from there, the mining machine will mine out the Bitcoin, okay? So if you look at this comparison. With the integration of the boosters, you're looking at 4 steps only, you reach the perfect 10 score. So we are actually 6 steps ahead of any traditional mining machine that has not integrated with the bit boosters. All right. Now, another information I'd like to share with you is that the bit booster does not mine out Bitcoin. All right. BitHarvest doesn't mine Bitcoin, because I still hearing people say, oh, you buy the bit boosters, you're mining Bitcoin. No, we do not. But the bit booster is a booster. All right. Just like a car, for example, right? If you want the car to speed up even faster, okay, you just put in a device which is called the turbocharge, right? So you will make the car run faster. But without the car, without the engine, the turbocharge is just like another technology, no function at all, just sitting on the side and waiting for this perfect car to come in. Same as the booster, we need to work with a mining farm, all right, with their server connected to our booster server. We receive all those Bitcoin data and transaction with the additional hash rate. We are doing the aggregation and filtering, right? The first part and second part, when we can completed the whole equation, which is what we call the hash strategy optimization, and we will send back via our Bitposter server to the mining farm server. From there, the mining machine detected the certificate or the code, it will mine out Bitcoin, right? So yes, we need to have a mining farm and a compatible mining machine as well, right? So without these two, there's no way that we can produce Bitcoin with just only the Bitposters, all right? So we need to work with a mining farm, all right? So this is the whole process, right? This is the whole process that how the Bitposter function, okay, with its additional hash rate, all right? So, okay, anyway, do BitHarvest has to have their own mining farm? No, we do not have, because we already have the highest number of mining machine worldwide. Okay, meaning to say is that we are working with mining farm, right? And we are a service provider when it comes to mining of Bitcoin. Okay, so we do not need to operate our own mining farm. All right, so we only providing a technology, same as, for example, a Grab car, Uber, and even Airbnb. They are a service provider when it comes to transportation and accommodation, right? So we know that many of those cars and drivers does not belongs to Grab or Uber, all right? They're just providing a platform or a service, isn't it, to the consumers, same as Airbnb. They're just providing a platform for the users and for the operators as well, isn't it? So same as BitHarvest, we are not operating our own mining farm. We're only providing a service in the form of a Bitposters, right, to mine out Bitcoin. Now, it's important also to know that the Bitcoin that you are receiving with the Bitposters, they are genuine. They are the real Bitcoin. Now, how are you going to verify that? Okay, how are you going to check this? Because we know in blockchain technology, it's transparent, right? You can actually trace every transaction. So that is where we recommend that everyone to use this blockchain explorer. Yes, blockchain explorer. Why? Because it's decentralized, immutable, you cannot do anything with it, and of course it's traceable. All right, so we have tutorial video in our info telegram group. You can actually check it out, and we were teaching all our community members and even our community leaders to use this way to trace this Bitcoin coming from where. All right, so when we do this and we use blockchain explorer, and easily we will arrive at via BTC. Okay, now what is VRBTC? VRBTC is a mining pool, isn't it? Now, as you can look from this slide page over here, this is VRBTC, the third largest mining pool of Bitcoin. Right, of course, the biggest is Foundry over here, USA, and second is Pool, right? Now, most of the Bitcoin that we have been doing a lot of demonstration, when you verify with Blockchain Explorer, you will arrive at VRBTC. So this is the real Bitcoin, because this mining pool, they're not going anywhere. They're forever there, right? So if you're unable to verify the Bitcoin that you receive from BitHarvest with the Bitboosters, and that could be something really wrong, isn't it? Now, you have to verify with any way that the Bitcoin that's given to you as a profit, you should be able to verify that this Bitcoin comes from a mining pool. In this case, with BitHarvest, yes, it comes from via BTC. All right. If you want to learn how to do this verification, again, check on our info telegram group, or you speak to the person that invited you to this Zoom presentation, or you can actually also explore it yourself, right? By using the blockchain explorer. All right, now I've shared with you lots of information about Bitcoin and of course BitHarvest technology. And do you have to understand that by verifying the Bitcoin, whether it's real or it's fake, right? So that's a very important part, right? If you get a fake Bitcoin, then might as well you forget about it, right? You forget about the whole thing here, right? But I would just say that in since the beginning of BitHarvest, since March until now, right, been using this. Yes, all the Bitcoin comes from their BTC. Okay, so this is a very, very important point for all the members and future members as well. Okay. Now, what about BitHarvest? Now, how do they actually generate their profit and how do they create their cash flow? It's important to know also a bit more deeper about BitHarvest, isn't it? Now, we adopt a try profitability platform business model. Number one, because we are a technology-based company, we are not investment company, all right? So we are selling a technology here in the form of the boosters. So number one, this is where we make our profit. And then number two, because again, we have to work with global mining farms, isn't it? Without them, we won't be able to do the job. So with them, but the partnership, and when they make the earnings, we also make the earnings as well. So this is the mining farm. And thirdly, we charge all the miners. Who are the miners? The members, right? All of the members, they are, well, we just call them miners simply because directly or indirectly, you are also participating or mining Bitcoin, isn't it? And not only mining Bitcoin, you're also accumulating Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin keep dropping into your Bitcoin wallet every single day. Then you can decide what you want to do with it. So for me, it's like accumulation of Bitcoin, which is fantastic. All right. So we charge a 5%. So no longer 10%, which is very good news for all the members, right? It's only 5%. There we go. This is the third profit that how actually BitHarvest generates their, or even create the cash flow. Okay. So at least, gentlemen, you can see it's very clear, it's very transparent. You can actually know how BitHarvest actually makes their profit and where they make their profit from. Now, many people also are curious and ask, do you have an office? Right? In many, I would just say some of the platforms, right? When you ask about the office, I'm not really sure what are they trying to go around with. Well, whether you have an office or you don't have an office, that's the point, right? Now, it's important you have to have an office, a physical office for people to visit as well, isn't it? So over here at BitHarvest, this is our headquarters, all right, in Kuala Lumpur. It's about 9,000 square feet, okay? And as you can see, when you enter the office, immediately you see a BitHarvest name over here, right on the ceiling, completely, how to say, just give you the feel, right? The intention, the ambience when you walk in. You can know the true the whole intention of what BitHarvest is trying to do, isn't it? As you can see over here, also we have many visitors that has been visiting our office since March, not even March, like even mid of February, we already have a lot of visitors already. Okay, and these light blue pictures over here, this is our Big Poster server room, all right, and we are welcome many members into our Big Poster server room and to witness the technology themselves. All right, I would like to share with you more pictures about our visitors, right? And you can see from all over the world, many countries, and they have actually came to our office and then pay a visitation and be part of the community. All right, and here's another picture as well. All right, now I would like to share a video with you to bring you to a short tour of our office in Kuala Lumpur. Here we go. All right, as you can see as you enter into our office, you can feel the ambience itself, right? It's not a over posh office, right? It has its corporate identity, and it's international standard as well, right? So as we go further in, this is our meeting room. Your people. Also, room. Room. And over here, this is the room. And also we have BitHarvest. And of course, we have a conference hall which is 150 people. Available the most important room about our previous estimated 5,300 people. Talking about everyone, 2 hours. So now let me introduce to you the 3 very important person in the company. First and foremost, this is Mr. Logan Lee, CEO and co-founder, right? So his experience is from the financial field, all right? Very experienced guy. He knows what he's doing. Comes with lots of experience in this financial segment, all right? The next person is Mr. Herlin, right? CTO, Chief Technical Officer and co-founder. So they have been working together to build BitHarvest with his his knowledge in this blockchain technology. And of course, we welcome the other COO, right? Chief Operating Officer. So this is Dr. Mark Ishwaran. Okay, so he's a very important person to BitHarvest and added additional to our corporate management level, isn't it? So Dr. Mark comes with lots of experience and vision. His vision is to bring BitHarvest to another level. So I believe his involvement with BitHarvest excites many members as well, right? And I'm so happy that he joined us, and I'm so happy for all the members as well. Now, you can do some verification and check on Dr. Mark. This is his company. It's called Swordfish Solution Management Team and Partners. All right, so he has his own company, and he's been involved in the financial field for a very, very long time. All right, and over here is a video I would like to share with you. Back in Dubai, May, the Crypto Expo event where BitHarvest was awarded. Okay, we call this currency mining. Okay, this is a service provider that we won during this Crypto Expo Dubai, right? So this is Mr. Logan Lee, Mr. Desmond, and of course my other colleague, Mr. Adam. Right, they went to stage and to receive the award. Okay, the winner of this service provider when it comes to mining of Bitcoin. All right, so this is a short video just to share with you. And of course, over here, we have a picture over here. You can see it's the best cryptocurrency mining service provider in GCC. So what is GCC? Now, GCC, as you can see, you can just Google it, right? It's Gulf Cooperation Council, all right? So this is a very important region for this part of the world, all right, when it comes to talking about crypto, right? So they play a significant role when talking about cryptocurrency and especially, of course, Bitcoin. Okay. And furthermore, I would like to share with you is this is our global launch convention, which also the highlight of the event is the official launch of BitHarvest. All right. So we welcome 400 over elite members around the world. Okay. As you can see, this is Mr. Logan Lee and of course Mr. Ronnie himself. All right. Now let me share a video with you. Yes, we have another video here tonight. We have 3 videos already, right? So this is a global launch convention video. Here we go. So back in July.
Our team today is takeoff. It symbolizes taking flight and also embarking on a journey.
真正推动我们 BitHarvest 前行的是在座的每一位都是推动我们 BitHarvest 前行的最重要的力量。
台湾一起棒！
So this is day 1 where we welcome all the visitors and all the members. So the Korean team, and of course they drop by in our office.
我们 B Booster 从3月份到现在，不断证明了我们 BitHarvest 的技术实力。在短短的4个月时间里面，我们产出收益高
And yes,
达
all of them have the opportunity to go inside our Big Booster server room.
Mining farm, as you can see. Alright, total boosters 60 over here. Okay, for 4,000 plus minus each second.
This not
And
only
later
shows
the
us
evening,
the purpose of what BitHarvest is. This
all of them
also
join
shows us
a
the dedication and also the potential of what
gala
our
dinner.
community can do with BitHarvest as well.
It's wonderful to have every one of you joining us here in tonight's celebration, BitHarvest Global Launch Convention.
BitHarvest 也通过一个以用户为中心的可扩展的平台，去实现自身的发展和创新，扩大市场的影响力，确保各方的共同成功。
So this is Mr. Herman, yeah, just now.
Technology opens the door
And
to
we
a
able to
whole new
witness
world.
Mr. Logan
BitHarvest
Lee
will continue to
signing
move
a
forward, constantly
MOU
innovate
with a
and
mining
expand our
farm.
influence in the blockchain world.
3, 2, 1. Presenting you the official launching of BitHarvest. Together, we reach a greater height.
BitHarvest 向大家
And this is
展
Mr.
现我
Ronnie,
们的
our
愿
Chief
景和
Marketing
目标
Officer.，
我们共同一起启动一个全新区块链的时代。
So day 3, we bring them for a cultural tour, many areas in Kuala Lumpur. And of course, later in the evening, we had a cocktail party.
All right, this is from me to you. Thank you. Cheers, guys. BitHarvest for the win! Bit Booster, baby! Shall we move on to the first lucky win? Who is the 0315? Happy birthday to you！谁要最后一个得奖的？欢呼声在哪里啊？
This is a lucky draw of for people who purchase the brochure that day, and BitHarvest is giving out some boosters and some Bitcoin as well. Right. So this is the video of the global launch event. Yes, we can see all of us had a great time, which we would like to share with all of you. Right, the community is growing and everyone's excited with BitHarvest. Okay. Now, just a few more pictures before we talk about earnings. Right now, I just want to share with you. Yes, we were in the Web Asia Japan Expo. Yeah, we're going around. And over here, token 2049, that is in Singapore. Right. That's, of course, this is Dr. Mark, Mr. Lenny Hurlin, Mr. Desmond. Of course, this is myself over here. Right. So we've been attending, talking to a lot of the visitors. All right. Now, our global community, just to share with you, Korea, Japan, Vietnam, and it's growing. Argentina, China, and Taiwan. And yes, just to name a few more countries, Canada, India, Indonesia, Latam, or even Latam, and Thailand and Ivory Coast, as far as that. Okay, let me go down. All right, our footprint. Right, so where we'll be showing our face all over the world. To start off with this Dubai Expo, yes, the Crypto Expo back in May. And of course, we had our global launch, official launch of BitHarvest, Japan, and this Singapore 2.49 and Dubai, right? So this is myself over here with Mr. Desmond. And what about our milestone and roadmap. Just to share a little bit more with you all, like Q1, this is where we launched our Bit Booster back in March. And Q2, we managed to get our license, MSB license, and of course, our boosters are insured with a local bank, Alliance Bank. And back in May, this is where we won this Mining Service Provider Award in Dubai. And June, okay, we managed to have 15,000 over registered members with 26 over countries. And July, this is where we officially launched of BitHarvest. Now, what about media spotlight? Yes, we already have some media spotlight as well, okay, which I'll share with you much later. And anyway, this is a very important pictures for everyone. This is Mr. Logan Lee. He's visiting this mining farm partnership with BitHarvest, right? He's been inspecting and going around and showing the members. There's a video of him going around inspecting the mining farm and also talking to the representative of this mining farm, right? Yes, media spotlight. Yeah, we have been highlighted in some of this social media or some of the medias that has been writing out about ours. Okay, now how many countries that BitHarvest is been involved now, right? Around the world, we're looking at 48 over countries and continue to grow. So I guess even the not only countries, but also the community within the country itself, all right? So this is wonderful for BitHarvest and of course to the community, right? No, this kind of business you can actually do anywhere in the world. You have friends across the globe, yes, go for it, because it's blockchain and of course it's Bitcoin. Now, do we have a license at BitHarvest? Yes, we do, right? MSP license, right? It's called Money Services Business License, which is issued by FinCEN. What's FinCEN? Financial Crime Enforcement Network, Department of Treasury. You can actually verify our registration number here, or you can scan our QR code, which will show to you BitHarvest Limited. And now, what about the roadmap or even the phases of BitHarvest? What are they developing from now until the years to come, right? Let's just to share with you our 5-phase strategy. Number one, which is where we launch our Bit Booster, right? And phase 2, which is now happening, we are introducing our crypto card, our Visa crypto card. And phase 3, we're going to adopt Web3 infrastructure. And phase 4, we're going to build our own ecosystem, right? And we're going to upgrade our Bit Booster as well. And phase 5, finally, we will create our own network AI chain, right? So ladies and gentlemen, these are the 5 phases of BitHarvest. Please keep in tune and you will get more information to come. And we have actually shared a little bit information here and there, but I'm sure many of our members, they are still looking forward, all right? And they are very excited, okay, with all this development that is happening with ours, and they definitely want more information as well, right? Yes, we will review more when time to come, all right? Now, mining profit, yes. Now, let's get to talk about figures, okay? Dollar and cents here. Mining profit, yes. Number one, we are not an investment company. So over here, we do not understand the word ROI, okay? What's my ROI? People still ask, if the booster, how much do I get in return? What's my ROI? No, ladies and gentlemen, we do not understand this word over here. And people still talk about percentage. How many percent can I get per month and all this thing, So we don't even talk about percentage at all because over here, it's all about mining profit. Yes, you have to remember, we are participating. We are working with a mining farm, with the big boosters, right? We are participating directly or even indirectly of mining of Bitcoin, right? And of course, as I said again, also accumulating of Bitcoin. So the mining profit that we give to you, yes, is Bitcoin, all right? Every single day. And it's up to every individual to decide what they want to do with their mining profit. You can either keep it, you can transfer out, you can withdraw out, you can swap to USD. So many options that is available to you, right? So yes, it's up to every individual what they want to do with their mining profit. Now let's have a look at the profit allocation, how much you can actually get. All right. Now over here, as you can see, start from the booster daily mining first. Okay. With the big boosters, right? Let's say if Bitcoin price is at 70,000, isn't it? You're getting, again, I will share with you, this is the 100% of the output, the minimum output, which is possibility the lowest or maybe the highest. And if Bitcoin price is at 70,000, all right, you're looking at 3.58 to 10.73, all right? So this is the 100% gross profit, 100%, yeah? So this is 100%. Of course, there's a three-way spread, isn't it? You can see over here 60%. 60% goes to the miners over here. The miners keep 60%. 35% goes to the marketing plan. All right, marketing plan over here, 35%, and 5% the company retain as a technical management fee. So I just put BitHarvest over here. All right, so there's a three-way spread. All right, now with this three-way spread being allocated, how much will the miners keep from the 60%? All right, so we're looking at a possibility over here 0.00003006 BTC to a 0.00009198. And again, if Bitcoin price is at 70,000, we're looking at 2.15 to 6.44. All right, so this is an estimation, ladies and gentlemen, an estimation of your daily mining output. Now, what if Bitcoin price is at different value? Okay, let's have a look at the simulation over here. Okay, now we have 50,000, 60,000, 80, and even 100. All right, so I think we might be getting very close to 80,000. If let's say 80,000, okay, if 80,000, you're looking at how much? You're looking at, right, let's do the monthly, all right? Let's do the monthly over here. The monthly will be 122.64 to 367.92, okay? So meaning to say the net return over here, you can see 6, 3, and 1. What's that mean? 60, 30, and the 5%, right? So this is the breakdown over here. So this is your net return over here. So this is the gross of the monthly, all right? And what if it reach 100,000? You're looking at 153,459. Okay, this is the 100% gross. And the breakdown 91.98 to 275.94. Okay, so this is the simulation that you're looking at as an estimation, all right, of Bitcoin price, that how much Bitcoin price went up and what if the return is like. All right, so of course we hope that Bitcoin price will continue to rise up. Right now, this is the passive 60%. Now, what about the marketing plan? Let's have a look at the marketing plan. Again, the marketing plan we can see is Bitcoin. Right, you're getting Bitcoin from the marketing plan. All right, so this is our new marketing plan, ladies and gentlemen, which we started in the 1st of November. As you can see, let's start from the rank over here, the purchaser rank to begin with. After that, 1 star, and we have 7 and 8 star being added to this new marketing plan. All right, the requirements, yes, the personal purchase is over here. We have the direct sales and the group sales as well. Okay, the difference over here is that we can see from the active income, there's a 4% to begin with. For the purchaser used to be how much? 5, right? And of course the ranking income, you have the same rank, and now we have added a global bonus. This is fantastic. All right, it's just to show that if you build this business, if you put a lot of effort to it, and if you reach certain rank, right, it's worth it, because when you reach 6, 7, 8, you get this global bonus. This is to encourage people to work on it, right, to grow your business. What kind of business will give you a global bonus? I doubt there are many, all right? I doubt there are. Maybe could be some, but BitHarvest is, so far, I would say, is the only one that is giving the top leaders a global bonus. Anyone can be a top leader, just about consistency, persistent, and put in all the hard work. All right, there's a lot of sacrifices as well, right? Okay, anyway, let me come back to the marketing plan. All right, now let's have a look at some of the new I would say the new indication over here. Now the 5 star, if you want to be a 5 star, of course you have to have 2, 4, and yes, there is a normal one, and of course now you have to have 1 times 2 stars over here. All right, and however, you can also see to be a 2 stars, you have to have 2 times 1 star. Right, so let me go from maybe the lower rank first. Okay, now the lower rank, so we have the 1 star, 1 boosters is 3 over here. It used to be 10, so it's 15, but it's okay, you know. And you continue to see when the next one is the 2 star. All right, so here you're 90, and the 3 stars, you have to have 2 by 2 stars as well. Okay, so it's the same as the old marketing plan. All right, okay, so I'm not going to go into detail and all this thing, as I believe that you can just look at this plan and you can see some minor difference here and there. But I would just say that the plan has been stretched, right? Because of the additional 7 and 8 stars, it has been stretched. And the reward of Bitcoin is even more because BitHarvest used to retain 10%. Right now, it's only retaining 5. It takes out the other 5% to reward more Bitcoin to the leaders. All right. So if you want to own or if you want to earn more Bitcoin, yes, participate in this marketing plan. And yes, you will reach 6, 7, 8 one day, and you can enjoy this global bonus yourself. Right now, let me give you an example how the earnings is being calculated. All right. Over here, we have the ranks. I just put it a buyer or purchaser, okay? Again, this is good, step by step. Over on the other previous slide is like the whole picture, right? It can look a bit confusing. It's all over the place, isn't it? Now, I've done this slide here to let us focus one step at a time. All right, now, after that, we have 1 star to 8 stars, right? And the earnings, the referral income, yes, because we're selling the posters in the form of USDT. So yes, this one you're getting the reward in USDT. And of course, with the level income, same level, this both of them is in the form of BTC, right? So this one is you. And qualification criteria, yes, you must have personal purchase, personal sales, and group sales, right? In order for you to enjoy the earnings. All right, let's look at the buyer or the purchaser. To begin with, you have to have 1 boosters, and after that, you enjoy a 4% and a 5%. All right, the next rank is a 1 star. Again, 1 boosters and personal sales 3, and group sales is 15. And you enjoy 6% over here at 10 and a 10 over here. All right, now I'm going to go a little bit faster. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me go a bit faster now. This is 2 stars. Okay, it's just that when you want to reach 3 stars, you have to have 2 by 2. And have a look. Okay. All right. In fact, the 2 stars, you have to have a 2 1 stars. All right. So this is a 2 by 1 stars. So there's an arrow here. I'll just correct it. Apologies for that. Okay. So I'm going to just continue to grow faster here because there are more positions, as you can see. All right. There's a lot of indication over here, especially when you want to reach 5 star. Okay. There's additional line over there. Now, let me give you an example how the calculation is being calculated out. All right. Now, but before this, you can see this page here compared to the previous page, there's no information about the global bonus, right? But it's okay. This is just an example how the rewards or the earnings is being calculated, but you can just refer back to the previous page on the marketing plan, which is more clear. You get to see these global bonus as well. All right, here comes this example of this income calculation. Now, if let's say I'm a rank of just a buyer, which is at 4%. If my group they have 10 boosters, which is 9,000, and multiply by 4%, I get one-time payment of 360 U. And what if my upline is a 3 star? 3 star is where? Okay, 3 star is 60% and minus my 4%, and the balance goes multiplied by this group sale and belongs to him. All right. And what about, so this the wordings in blue, the referral income is one time of payment, yeah. And the ranking income, this one in yellow color, which is in the form of BTC. Okay. Now, if the group below me have a daily output of 1 BTC, okay, so 3 stars, which is 20% multiplied by 1 BTC, and I'll still get 0.2 BTC per day. Yeah, so it's daily. And if my upline is 6 stars, okay, 6 stars, which is 31% minus my 20%, the balance of 11% multiplied by 1 BTC, which is also 0.11 BTC he's getting every single day. So this is a Bitcoin reward from the marketing brand every single day. All right. So just meaning to say, whatever the upline, okay, has higher percentage, right, compared to mine, I'm the lower level. Whatever the balance will pass up to him. So it's very simple, very direct calculation. We just pass up to the person above us, all right, or to our introducer. But one day when our position caught up with them, this is where we at the same level, right? So this is where the same level income will comes into the picture, all right? Calculation will be based on the earnings of the person below them. All right. Now, some of the information that we would like to draw your attention is like should we buy the boosters or should we buy Bitcoin instead? Now, let me give you a example here. If Bitcoin price today, let's put it at 70,000, right? If we buy Bitcoin, we will still own only one Bitcoin after 1 year, right? Because we buy Bitcoin and hold. And we have to decide if Bitcoin rise to 80, 90,000, well, how many Bitcoins do we decide to let go or to sell? If we sell off one Bitcoin, we will not have any more Bitcoin. But however, if we choose to buy 70 boosters instead, with this daily average income that we're getting from the boosters, we can see the cumulative average output over here combined with the level income. What's the level income? The level income is as per the marketing plan, right? And when we put them together, we're looking at 1.823 BTC, which is more. Now, I just want to put simply is that if Bitcoin price drop to 65,000, just an example, okay? And there's no pressure whatsoever at all because we can continue to accumulate Bitcoin with the boosters. Now, however, if you purchase the Bitcoin at 70,000 and if Bitcoin drop to 65,000, there's a pressure to decide, should I let go now to cut loss? All right. So this is the disadvantage if you buy the Bitcoin, right? But however, the boosters, we are just looking at the Bitcoin price. Even though it go down, we will still smiling because we know this is time to accumulate Bitcoin. And likewise, at the same time, if Bitcoin price goes up to 100,000 or even 80,000, 90,000, if we decide to sell, okay, because we have the booster reverse, and if we decide to sell one Bitcoin, we know that over time, we will also be accumulating back our Bitcoin. Yes, so with the boosters, we have plenty of advantage over there, all right? Now, let us have understanding what will happen during this halving, for example. Let's just give an example over here. So the first halving, 106 times, 106x, second was 46, and the third halving 21x. But the fourth time will be going back to those numbers. No, it will not be because it's going to be keep reducing, right? Let us put at maybe a moderate of 5x, for example, okay? 5x with 65,000. If the flip happens, we're looking at 325,000, right? This is the Bitcoin price. The bull market came in and it went up to 5 times, all right? So 325,000. So what is 100,000, right? We can start to think for ourselves if the flip not even happened yet. So if there's a flip for the fourth halving with 5x, we're looking at 325,000. Now with 325,000 with 1.823 BTC, and we are looking at a good return at 592,475, isn't it? Now, the person who buys one Bitcoin at 70,000, he will still earn 325,000. But however, because of the big boosters, we're getting more BTC and we're getting more income as well, right? Even if we put Bitcoin at an even moderate, I would say achievable, 150,000, okay? And with this additional Bitcoin that we have with the big boosters, we're looking at the good return as well, right? 273,450. Okay, so with the 70 boosters, is it 70,000? No, because we have the marketing plan with us, isn't it? Now with the 70 boosters, which is the initial capital 70,000, with this referral income of 10%, we just put 10%, all right, 5,800, and the actual capital is actually only 64,200. And if you want to talk about percentages, we just do the divide. We take the lowest, 273,000, okay? And we're looking at 426%, which is a very good return for 1 year of, I would say, with the big boosters, all right? So this is just a simple comparison, okay? We've done all the mathematics, we've done all the calculation. Even if it's not 70 boosters, for example, even your budget is like 5,000 only or 10,000 or maybe a few thousand, will you still buy the Bitcoin or will you still go for the boosters? So simply, we look at this comparison, definitely we go for the boosters because we are accumulating our Bitcoin, isn't it? And below here is some of the examples of how this is being calculated. All right, so I just want to tell people is it possible to own one Bitcoin? All right, instead of spending 70,000 just to buy one Bitcoin, I know many of us will not use this kind of money to buy Bitcoin. Right? I'm sure there are people who does that, right? But there are people who have maybe smaller budget and they would like to own one Bitcoin one day themselves. Now, why not we focus this as a business? We help, I want to help, right? We work together with BitHarvest helping each other, okay, to build this as a business. Now, how much should we actually start before any business, right? Traditional business, whether traditional or digital, doesn't matter. Okay, online business, whatever. But our aim here is to actually own one Bitcoin every single month. Okay, now if I put to you, after 5 months of hard work, really hard work. I mean, of course, you have to have good life balance as well, right? You need good rest as well, or you need to take a day off and enjoy your success as well, isn't it? And to rewind, all right? Now, if we put in 5 months of good work, hard work, some sacrifices along the way, get consistency, persistent as well, there's a high chance that we can actually earn one Bitcoin. And this is only possible by working this marketing plan. We call this a business model plan, right? At BitHarvest. Now, let me share with you what does I mean there, right? I don't want to sound like dragging on, right? Now, let me just go to the point straight away, all right? Now, 5,000. If we're going to start a business with 5,000, okay, and to own one Bitcoin after 5 months of hard work, is it possible? Well, maybe to many people, they think, no, it's not, because what kind of business can you actually do to earn one Bitcoin, right? I'm talking about one Bitcoin. Doesn't matter Bitcoin price at 50,000, 60, 70, 80, whatever the price, is still one Bitcoin in terms of unit. If we purchase, for example, if you purchase Bitcoin, right, even after 6 months, if let's say Bitcoin price is at 7,000, we only get 0.075 BTC, right? It's still not one Bitcoin. And even if you purchase 5 boosters over 1 year, you're still looking at 0.119 BTC. So this is not a business model. This is just like you buy Bitcoin or you buy the boosters. Of course, you buy the boosters, you got more Bitcoin over here, isn't it? But I'm talking about earning one Bitcoin every single month, right? Now, let us have a look at the business model of BitHarvest. Okay, here we go. Now, in a month, we have 4 weeks, right? If 1 week we manage to close 5 boosters, okay, of course, can be less, could be more. It's okay, you know. So we just talk about this business model about 5 boosters per week. Is it possible? I would say yes. There's a good chance to be. This can be achieved, right? It's not like one day, okay. Or 1 week you need to do 10 or 15 boosters or so on. All right. So 1 deal per week, 5 boosters, and after 4 deals, we are looking at for 1 month is 4 deals, right? Because we already break it down 1 deal per week. So 4 weeks means 4 deals. And we help this 4%, right? We help this 4% to do the business with BitHarvest. We do the duplication 4x4 by also sharing and how we're going to achieve one Bitcoin after 5 months of hard work, okay? And we help them to also do this duplication, and after the second month, we're looking at 16 deals, all right? And now our challenge is to help this 16% to duplicate this 4x4 duplication. Or if we manage to do so on the third month, we're looking at 64 deals. What about the fourth month? Same thing, all right? 4x4, 256 deals, and the fifth month is at 1,024 deals. And if we add all this up, it's like 1,300 over deals, right? And if this is 100% completion, we are looking at one Bitcoin every single month. All right, so it's only 5 months of hard work, and I believe this is highly achievable because it has been achieved by some of the leaders in BitHarvest. Okay, even so, some people might not have this 100% success rate, right? Even if we put at 50%, it's still fantastic return, right? We're looking at if Bitcoin price is at 70,000, 50% success rate, you're looking at 35,000 USDT per month, which means that 1,000 per day, right? And I would like to break it down even further because some people might find it really hard to even achieve 50% even after 5 months, isn't it? So if I break it down further, you're looking at 25% of success rate. It's still a good return of 17,500 USDT per month. So I would say with this kind of income, it will help many of us, our lifestyle, so many things that we have to offload, right? So many things we have to pay and the commitment that comes into it as well. So this is the business plan that I would like to share with everyone. Just focus on this and it's highly achievable, which has been achieved. All right, so I'm almost come to the end of my presentation. I would say this is a great marketing plan. It gives good reward, good returns for many members. And the only way that I look at it is that everyone's getting more Bitcoin, right? Because BitHarvest already taken out the 5% from the 10% to reward all the top achievers. But I would just say continue with the work, continue to believe in BitHarvest. As you can see, we are actually going places, we are growing, BitHarvest not going to wait for everyone. We have our 5 phases, we have a roadmap to execute, and there are more to come with BitHarvest. So this is an exciting time for BitHarvest. And definitely, would say this, yeah, most of the members, especially those has been with us for some time now, they're looking very much forward to the future with BitHarvest. So that's all from me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending my Zoom presentation. I hope you get a lot of information out from me today. And feel free to continue to chat with your leaders, the people who invited you to this Zoom presentation. Again, and I look forward to see you again in the near future. That's all from me now, ladies and gentlemen. Good night and have a nice weekend. Bye now.